I didn't put the stream starting soon thing on. Anyway, yes, we're live now. But I was muted.
We're live
Anyway,
now.
we're live now, so they could see us, but they
We're
couldn't hear
live!
us.
Hey! Live
Oh
now.
no!
Yeah, here we are. Yes, it was muted, but yeah, we're unmuted now. Anyway, episode 30, Candlekeep Mysteries. Off to a bumpy start with that little mishap, but that's fine. I'm sure worse things have happened on stream. So here we are at the kind of tail end of a fight here. You're kind of infiltrated into the general area, then kind of pushed into the village last time, where you kind of made your way through the village, briefly meeting with a few of the Gripley residents and getting a little bit of intel. After that, you pushed into the Pond Mother's home, where you found a group of Yuan-Ti kind of split down the middle, where some were kind of keeping the other half captive, and after a little bit of a fight and a rescue mission and other things, you got the intel that the Yuan-Ti kind of had a disagreement between each other, and it kind of split down the middle. One party was looking to enact some sort of ritual, perhaps to kind of bring about or speed up the true ultimate destruction of the world, while the other half were more into the idea of waiting for Seth to approach them with the answers of how to bring about the ultimate destruction of the world. So two halves after the ultimate destruction. One half is maybe wanting to bring that about a little bit faster. So you got the intel that to the northeast, I believe, there was the temple where they were carrying out said ritual. So you thought you would risk it and leave the kind of not the brooding pools, not spawning pool, brooding pools for later, and you kind of made a beeline for the temple by following the river and then going inland ever so slightly, and that's where you found a small group of Gribbly that had been being forced to presumably excavate the ruins here. You kind of ushered them to leave, and then you kind of burst into the main temple area, where you found two Yuan-Ti bound to an altar, one incredibly large Yuan-Ti kind of reading a script, and then one holding some sort of chime and another holding a lantern. Thankfully, the giant one was more preoccupied with finishing his readings than smashing you, so he did that, but that unfortunately ended the lives of the two Yuan-Ti bound to the altar. Despite the efforts of Keenerin, he did free one, but they were still kind of like laid over the altar, so they unfortunately passed, which caused the sarcophagus to open. But during the battle, nothing seemed to emerge from it, which is probably what you were all kind of worrying about, but we'll find out about that once we get into things. Anyway, you mopped everyone else up. There was a little bit of battling, but thanks to everyone's strong abilities and combat capabilities, you all came out alive. So yeah, the combat has just finished, and we'll be hopping right back into it. I think that's more or less. Yeah?
I'm not sure about that last part, because I recall, I think I wasted 3 rounds running out and then running back into
Indeed. You got the eyes from the dude with the lantern, and you just needed to get out. So you kind of just spent most of the combat running in and out of the temple area. But you were there. You were providing support. I think you got a few swings in.
I think I got one swing in, and then I provide advantage on the last turn.
Yes, you were detrimental to the success of this skirmish, I'm sure. Anyway, I think that's everything. So let's hop back into it. The battle is finished. I imagine your spirit weapon will kind of disapparate after a short while, and there we are.
Is it like nothing's happening for like a while?
Nothing's really happening.
Because I was gonna start just smashing the shit out of whatever's in that fucking sarcophagus like right now with my spiritual weapon.
Yeah, you can do that before or without. You can do that without looking or with before, or you could look in
No,
before.
I
It's
was
up to
gonna
you.
look, but then if
Mm.
it looks like it's like fucking, if there's like a body in there, I'm gonna guess that they're trying to raise it, and I'm gonna start smashing the shit out of it.
Okay, so with a cursory glance, you do see remains in there. Um,
Yeah, fuck
Possibly
that.
serpent-like, kind of clutching a very rusted sword. But I guess as soon as you see the remains, you just start smashing. So
Yeah.
yeah, everyone else maybe panting a little bit. Chadwick asks Azza, how's he doing? What was up with that running in and out thing? Um, Maybe
I think I was
Kinurin
charmed.
thanking the little spirit before it disappears. But then you all kind of are drawn to the sarcophagus as you see Salam look in, and then there's just like a cacophony of smashing noises. And you just see dust and debris and bones kind of just like shooting up from within the sarcophagus as you see his spiritual weapon just start smashing.
You know, I get the funny sensation that these Yan Ti didn't know what they were doing. You know, if you want to desecrate the corpse, I ain't complaining. I'm gonna examine, well, what's going on here? These were 2 sacrifices, right?
Yes,
I don't
they.
know what that ritual was. They sacrificed 2 people. I don't want this thing coming back to life.
Yeah,
I could
so
sacrifice 2 people and nothing would happen.
the 2 sacrifices are kind of humanoids, and one of them, much like the Yuan Ti liberated, but one of them has kind of like half snake features, so a bit more
Yeah,
snake-like. Yeah.
You would sacrifice them with the sword. We were watching and nothing happened to these people and they just died. That was not natural.
Yeah.
Oh, before.
I'll have to take your word for it. My eyes were elsewhere for part of this encounter. But is there anything about the slab tablet list that they're on that draws my attention?
It's just kind of a very makeshift, simple altar, kind of more. Maybe some ritualistic ornaments, nothing too intense. Maybe kind of serpent-like in its simple decorations. Yeah, it was kind of maybe just more of an area to bind them ritualistically with the rope. And she kind
what about the book that the big guy was reading? Kane wants to pick that up and use comprehend language to try to understand what he was trying to do.
Okay, let's see. So before comprehend languages, you kind of look at it and you don't recognize it at all. Do you read Draconic at all?
No.
All right, never mind. So yeah, you can't make heads or tails of this. You've never seen anything like it. So you kind of activate your Helm of Comprehend Languages, and it kind of just shimmers and comes into kind of focus, and the words don't seem to have changed, but you seem to be able to just innately understand it, and kind of just skimming through it, it seems to be just some kind of ritualistic prayer, kind of offering up these sacrifices to Seth to kind of awaken the power of a long lost person, Yuan Ti person thing. Kind of like some kind of maybe ancient resurrection spell that's kind of channeled through the power of Seth.
And kind of look at the book and then look at the people and be like, well, this is most unfortunate for them.
So if you recall the kind of activation of the ritual, you kind of saw all of their kind of blood and juices get just like drained out and kind of sucked into the crevices and kind of line work of the sarcophagus, and that's when it opens up. So like the kind of leftovers are very kind of emaciated and dry, kind of like in The Mummy when he kind of drains the guy, that kind of thing. Yeah.
I really don't think that that corpse is coming back.
No.
But maybe there's something else in there. Maybe there's something else in there that they were after.
Okay, so yeah, you can invest. You can just perceive, or you could get hands on and investigate. You could also roll a medicine check on the kind of remains, although that will be incredibly difficult now.
Medicine? Never heard of it. Please spit in vinegar or something. Where I'm from. Yeah. Yeah.
Whoa.
What? Why don't I just stick my head right into it?
All right, you get in there. You kind of wipe away the dust and broken debris, and you kind of find a mix of bones. What species it belongs to, you don't know, but also you find some I don't know, the Forgotten Realms equivalent of, I don't know, plaster, that kind of crafting shit. And then you find a longsword that looks to be at one point, yeah, clay, let's go with clay. But it's been kind of painted to look like bones and shit. Anyway, you find a longsword that at one point must have been extremely ornate and fancy looking, but has long since rusted to the point where it is probably not worth the scrap.
Do magic items ever rust?
No.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
There's no magic items in this campaign, sorry.
Yeah, none. Stares at book.
Before you all start getting your hands further into this, did anyone come to harm? My dryad is going to dissipate soon, and I have a few charges with her left.
Chadwick will kind of hobble forwards and say, I took a few hits, although I don't really remember what it was. Oh yeah, the guy kind of gave me the squeeze a little bit. But yeah, I could do with a little bit of a pick-me-up from your little friend.
Alright. There you go, he gets 5 back.
Nice. Much appreciated.
Anyone else?
I'm good.
I'm good.
They didn't even touch me a lick.
Indeed.
How badly are you injured then, Chadwick? Would you like a little bit more?
Yeah, I wouldn't say no.
Alright. There's 3 more.
Nice.
And with that, the dryad will vanish.
Excellent. So you kind of see Chadwick kind of like pick himself up a bit more, and you kind of see some of the kind of abrasions and kind of bruising from where he's constricted kind of lessen, and he's kind of not wheezing as much anymore.
It appears that we were the only two to sustain any real harm. I've been too old for this.
I'm not sure about the age part, but yeah, maybe I'll get there eventually. But yeah, that was a bit of a rough one. Those things were pretty strong.
Yes, which is glad why we stopped here first. As much as saving children is very important, I think stopping a world-ending ritual kind of comes first.
He kind of scratches his head and says, "Are they children if they're still in eggs?"
The closest thing you could equate.
Anyway, he kind of just shrugs his shoulders and calls over to Azza. Azza, what did you find in there then?
Dirt, dust, clay.
Clay.
Don't matter. Clay.
Why clay?
I don't know. I'm not an anthropologist. And final thing, rusty sword.
Rusty sword. That's
Rusty
kind
sword.
of a letdown.
Yeah, I don't think these Yanti knew what they were doing.
Oh.
That thing did come back to life. It was fighting barehanded.
I mean, I don't know. Well, the coffin seems to do something. Yeah, let me go have a look. And you'll go kind of start looking over the sarcophagus.
Salam is still very much on edge because he's like expecting something to happen after that ritual.
I feel very confident I've explored that sarcophagus, and I watched the exterior of this dais. Yep, no frog or snake people here.
You kind of push the curtain open and step out into the courtyard area.
Oh, Asa, do you remember if we checked behind this room here?
No, we didn't. We were ready to assault the ritual.
Oh, Salam, Kinorn, Asa and I are gonna go take a look around back. Don't mind us.
Very well. Just call out if anything happens.
Very
Oh,
nervous
will do.
about him wanting to look around back. Hop down. Yep.
Maybe they didn't sacrifice enough people to bring this thing back.
So it's clear here.
Yes. Unfortunately, I'm not adept in rituals such as this, but something had to have gone wrong. But I think I'm pretty glad for it.
Yeah, as you circle round back, yeah, you don't really seem to find anything of note.
How tall is the back wall?
As tall as the rest of it. It was like,
I don't even need the jump spell. I can just do it myself.
wasn't it like 10 feet or something?
Yeah.
Yeah, 10 feet.
Yeah.
Alright, gentlemen, well, Outback is clear.
Chadwick will kind of get up from having looked at the sarcophagus, and he says, "Seems very ornate and gaudy in my opinion, but it seems to be somewhat related to the Yuan-Ti culture. But I don't know much about what was in it. It did seem to resonate with the ritual in some way, because it did take their life essence to open it up. But yeah, this thing's pretty bony and definitely destroyed now."
Are there any relief mosaics or other art along the walls?
No,
Think I can give a hint?
pretty blank on the inside.
Oh, this crypt sucks. Is there any ornamentation on the pillars?
Let me double check for you.
One, at least a Corinthian column.
There's no art, but the columns are carved in a way that make them ornate. They're not smooth. They're kind of ornate in a way. Maybe they've got kind of like a snake kind of coiled around it as it goes up to the ceiling.
Yep, definitely Yuan-Ti temple.
Yeah.
Classic Yuan-Ti temple.
Definitely Yuan-Ti. Chadwick will kind of give it the body on the inside a gander as well. Let's see, where's his medicine?
Jesus Christ.
So he's kind of looking over
His
the body.
fucking skills are ridiculous.
Yeah, he's quite book smart. But yeah, so he's kind of looking over
Chadwick
the
and Co.
bones. So after a while, he'll kind of stand up and say, "Can't say I've ever seen the remains of a Yuan-Ti, but It's definitely humanoid in nature. It's pretty beat up, but it seems like the skull was maybe more like this one over here than this one. I don't really know much about the clay. It's kind of too smashed up to kind of see what it was meant to be shaped as.
Take a quick look at Salam.
No apologies here.
Hey, better safe than sorry.
I agree. Yes.
Okay, so Chadwick moves to head on out. Steps on
Call him out.
Kind of breathes in the open, swampy air.
Are we
Don't
leaving?
do that.
I mean,
Kane's just gonna stand out front to watch to see if there's any patrols coming.
Did these things have anything on them?
They were bound and to the altar. They just had their clothes.
Did we check the bodies of the other people? What about the big guy?
Yeah, what about the big guy?
I totally took his sword.
Alright, I guess like Az is just dragging around this giant ass scimitar now.
I don't need to drag. I'm doing squats.
It's taller than he is.
It is not. If it
Probably
was,
is.
the anime as fuck.
It is very big. Let me see. Double check the people. Here we go.
It's a large version of a scimitar.
Okay.
Probably a
So
two-hander.
yeah, the Yuan-Ti have their weapons. So there was the giant scimitar on the main one, and then the others had their own scimitars, and one of them had a... Did they use it? I'm not sure. One of them has a longbow, so there's that, and some arrows.
What? Mine.
As it just comes jogging back in. You'll say something about a longbow. So yeah, one of them had a longbow. Can't recall if they used it, but yeah. So also, there's a lantern that one of them had, but as they fell in combat, it seemed to break upon the ground and seems to have lost any glow it did have. And then there was a kind of chime looking thing. Just a moment. Okay, let me double check that. So you have so a broken lantern and then a set of chimes.
I'll take the chimes, I guess.
Okay, let me see.
Do any of the scimitars look like especially nice, or are they just regular scimitars?
They're just regular scimitars, except for the one that's just the big one. Yeah. So for the chimes, yeah, you'll probably need to spend some time with it to know what that is.
Yeah, that's cool.
So yeah, just let me know when you look into that. All right. So that's all they had on them. Yeah. So yeah, everyone gets that stuff. As you get a longbow, there's probably some arrows that you could probably scavenge as well up, so you get a quiver of arrows.
Let's make it like a half quiver of 10.
Sure.
Just cause.
Yeah, it's definitely a Yuan-Ti one. It's kind of serpent-like in its decorations.
It's pretty cool.
Yeah.
Not a big fan of swamp things, but it does feel actually appropriate.
Okay, so Kane, you've been kind of hanging out there for a while. Can you roll a perception, please, for your auditory receptors?
He has auditory receptors?
Yeah.
That's fancy.
12. It ain't working too good right now. Alright, so you're kind of hanging out, and then for a split second you swear like you heard a whisper on the air, but you didn't catch what it was or where it came from. Spooky. He's drawing nature pictures of Yuan-Ti. Maybe.
He's got
Yeah.
He
See,
certainly has he certainly has first-hand knowledge of such things.
So yeah, you hear a whisper, but only for the briefest of moments. You don't know what was said or where it came from, other than somewhere behind you. So you turn around and see the rest kind of coming out of the main temple area.
He's just gonna look around. Oh, it was nothing. Must have been just the wind.
Mm-hmm.
I suppose we should all regroup and decide what to do next.
Brood
Well,
pools?
Brood pools.
Okay, everyone else who crosses the courtyard can roll perception as well. Okay, thankfully one of you fucking got it. Azza too. Alright, yeah, especially Azza. So, yeah.
Especially as I rolled a natural 20.
Yeah, I know. Azza and Salam, yeah, both of you a chill runs down your spine, and you kind of hear sinister whisperings on the wind as a breeze seems to roll up from past the rubble, leading down into the depths of the steps. Yeah, as you kind of turn around and kind of gaze in downwards, yeah, the chills running down your back seem to intensify, and you get a very, very bad feeling about what's down there. Something seems to have changed, but you can't quite put your finger on it.
Is it from both sides or just one side? Or...
Both sides. Both of them seem to lead downwards.
Guys, I don't think we're done here.
Why, you want to look for some more clay or something?
No. I've got an ill omen on this too. There's something down here, but I just kicked the dirt.
Yeah.
I don't think there's a way through.
So enough of the rubble has been cleared for the steps to go down about 15 feet, but then you kind of reach just a larger amount of rubble. So if you want to get into this place, you'll need to clear more of the rubble.
Did we keep any of those dynamite charges from the thing?
I believe Kane has those, if our memory serves.
Why, yes, we did. I have 3 bundles.
Okay, perfect.
That will
God, no.
definitely make it a lot quicker.
No.
So yeah, you don't know how far it goes, but you could probably kind of report back to the Gridpley and kind of report on that. But or you could just start trying to dig downwards, or yeah, you could go to the brood pools. There's a number of options, but there's definitely a disturbance in some way down in the depths.
In the force?
In the force, yeah, in the weave or whatever. There's a disturbance in the weave. Yeah.
So what are we fixing to do? Because I haven't the slightest idea what the two of you are talking about. Kinoran, do you?
I don't. I have no clue. I didn't feel anything.
I'm telling you, something's down there.
There's an ill wind.
Well, I haven't come to know Salam as someone who lies. If he's feeling uneasy about it, I suppose we should probably check in on it.
Oh shit.
Not sure how to take that.
Yeah, so as I said, you don't know how much more rubble's left. Dynamite will definitely make it fucking faster.
Kane, how
Pretty
about
noisy.
a cold blast?
A controlled blast, like, let me see, 1 second.
Unlike your fireball.
Gentlemen, I'm sorry, did you say dynamite?
Yep.
Oh, wow, yes, we have a few toys, and Kane's gonna start pulling out the sticks of dynamite that he got.
Maybe just try like one stick at first, like put it in the rubble, and then see how it does.
I feel like you don't want me to have any fun at all, Salam.
Oh, fine, go for it. Fuck it.
Wait,
Kane, Salam,
before
you're kind of stood next to Chadwick, and you see Chadwick kind of just looking at the sticks, and he kind of just glazes over slightly as he kind of recalls where you got them, and then he kind of just turns around and kind of just wanders off over here a bit.
no, you can't just wander off over there. Before
He's a grown ass man. He'll do what he wants.
No, it's not their accuracy, is it? Let me you know what? Go ahead with the dynamite. I was thinking about a spell, but it probably won't work.
You got that swim through earth spell, whatever it's called.
I might use that push spell that I have, but it probably is not enough.
Okay.
The wave is the cantrip. What's this one called? No, thunder wave is. What's the other one?
Let me have a look.
Whatever. Doesn't matter what the cantrip's called. I have thunder wave.
You do have thunder
How
wave.
long does it take for dynamite to blow up?
I think you might want to light it with your mage hand.
That's what I was thinking, but I don't know if I wanted to like hold it lit and then drag it over, or just light it with the mage hand.
From
just
answer
like
that
stick
question
it in the
is,
rubble
how long is the
and-
cord?
And light it with the mage hand.
From
And
what
then run away.
From what I recall, the dynamite was rigged to some plungers in the caves. So I don't think those are fire fuses, but you could probably just stick it somewhere and then just hit it with a firebolt, and that would set it off. Or you could kind of light it with a mage hand holding a torch.
I'll hit it with a firebolt.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So maybe you,
Perfect.
how do you go about setting it?
So Kane's gonna kind of test the rubble and see if like any of the rocks give, and he'll take like a smaller piece and move it so that way there's a small gap. Stick the dynamite in and kind of like make sure it's nice and snug in there and start backing up.
So there's a mixture of rubble in there, but you kind of find some smaller pieces, and you kind of struggle to remove it with your low strength score, but you eventually make a little bit of a gap and kind of jam it in there.
That was harsh.
11's not bad.
I guess.
All right, and then I'll take a couple steps back because it's 15 feet down, right?
Hmm.
You're so
take a
close.
step
So you take a step back. So here would be the top of the stairs, and it angles down. And if you step back, you can probably just about see it. And then do you just shoot a firebolt down there?
Fuck it, yeah.
Alright, yeah, so you aim true, and oh, yeah. You missed.
Oh
Aim
no.
true.
You aim
Oh,
true, and then
no.
I wasn't gonna ask you to roll, but okay, you aim true, and then you just miss and hit one of the stones next to it.
Not looking at it, I'm just like,
Any quips from the spectator seats?
Is that all
Where's the
that's supposed to
kaboom?
happen?
Where's the earth-shattering kaboom?
I think it's a dud. Let me go check on it.
Like a spark has it lit.
Yeah, as you go
It might-
down, some of the embers of the firebolt catch it, and then it blows up in your face or something. No. You just straight up missed. Yeah, you see
In my
like a scorch
experience-
mark on a rock nearby. What was that, Keenerin?
In my experience, the spell just isn't very reliable.
Oh my god.
Okay, well, that's better. That'll do. That'll do. All right. So this time you aim with your eyes, and yeah, you hit the stick of dynamite, and then there is a earth-shattering kaboom, and you just see a ball of fire just well up and kind of just send chunks of rubble erupting up the staircase and up into the sky. You'll need to make
I just realized that's probably gonna draw attention to us from the brooding pools.
a dexterity saving throw as well from Kane, since he's relatively close and there's rubble being thrown up.
I'd say it was the loud option.
15. So you kind of see your error just in the nick of time, and you kind of dive out the way as all this rubble just goes like spitting up from the explosion, and yeah, you narrowly miss a few choice kind of chunks of rock that go shooting in the direction of where you were once stood.
I now have 4 sticks of dynamite.
Yeah.
Did you use all of them?
Oh God.
No, I had 5. Now I have 4.
Oh, okay.
Why does he have
Gentlemen,
so much dynamite?
You should probably alert me that you're carrying around such tools.
I think we forgot about it. You know, you just throw stuff in your pack and then it's just kind of in there and then you forget about it.
To be fair, you probably wouldn't want to know everything I'm carrying around in my pack. Cause some quite questionable objects in there.
Just to be clear, that's something important to know when fireballs are often thrown at us.
Well, that's true. A good thing I got counterspell.
It's a good thing that you didn't blow yourself up with that fireball back in that room, or else we all would have gone up.
Would have been a hell of a way to go.
So if you stick your head down the steps, you see that you did blow a sizable amount of rubble out. There's still the initial rubble is still down there, so you still need to clear a path, but it looks like you, after clearing the smaller broken up rubble, you'd definitely be able to make a little bit more headway down into the steps. So maybe just a little bit more of this and you'll be able to get inside there, but yeah, you still need to shift the rubble out.
Some assistance here, please. We need to remove all the loose stuff that the dynamite created. Can't we start having Mage Hand picking up small rocks and just putting them somewhere else?
Kinor will try to help too.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, Kinoran, I think me and Azza can handle this.
I'm playing with my longbow right now, just to, so I'm ready to use it when I have to. Wink, wink, nudge, nudge. Never gonna make this character sheet perfect. They're fine, aren't they?
Okay, so with team effort, it doesn't take too long to clear the rubble that you blasted. Yeah, so you've made a little bit more headway, and as you kind of descend further into the steps, as you're clearing this rubble, that kind of chill that ran down Az's and Salam's spine kind of intensifies, and you kind of find an unnatural kind of coldness as you go deeper, and everyone else starts to feel this as well.
Do you feel that, Azza?
Yeah. Feels like something needs to be taken care of.
Oh, I don't like this.
Do you see anything down there yet?
No.
No, but I feel something. It's getting colder.
Remember, lift with your legs, not with your back.
Thanks for the tip.
You see as a mage hand picks up like a small piece of rock and just carries it past you.
Alright, so yeah, you clear the rubble. Yeah, and you think you maybe need to do that 1 or 2 more times to get in there. Yeah, so you still need to do another one at least.
Let me. No, never mind. Just get out of the pit. We need another one.
Okay, so yeah, you repeat the same thing and blow another load of rubble. Do you kind of stand out of the way this time?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, alright. So yeah, you again set off another explosion, sending further kind of rubble all over the place. And after this, you see Chadwick kind of come back in, and whoever's nearest, he'll say, we've got some company. No, not more UNT, but some of the little frog people have come. And you kind of see a group of 5 of them approaching the temple with very worried looks on their faces.
In Primordial, Kane will ask him, "Oh, what's wrong?"
We loud noises. Eh? What's going on? Are the big snake people dead or gone?
Oh, most of them. There's something we have to take care of here first.
What about the brooding pool? Surely they'll have heard the explosions from here. We did.
Well, hopefully that draws them here. If they know their temple's in trouble, they're gonna leave the brooding pools.
We kind of shrug. Maybe.
What you should do is rally up your friends and get out of sight, just in case a patrol or something comes on by to see what's going on with the temple. We're not quite finished here just yet.
Maybe we should have 1 or 2 of them be lookouts to let us know if there's going to be people coming down our backs.
You've done so much for us, but yeah, we can help as best we can. Yeah, so yeah, we can help keep lookout. And yeah, you kind of see them kind of hobble off, some of them into the surrounding area, 1 or 2 of them just vertical jump up onto the wall and kind of assume a kind of watch.
Oh, fuckers can leap.
But like all the Grippler you've come across, they look like worn and tired.
Can you guys do some sort of like special whistle or something like that to alert us if something's coming, or do you want to run down and tell us? What's the plan here?
We can make a loud noise, but what is whistle?
It's croak real loud.
Oh, we can do that. One of them turns to the friend and says, "What's whistle?" Is it something?
They don't have lips.
I mean, they have lips, but maybe they don't really do much whistling. These lips aren't made for whistling.
No.
Okay, so yeah, you spend another hour or so kind of clearing the rubble you just blasted, and yeah, there's still a little bit of rubble left, but you can kind of sense or smell like a kind of change in the air, as if just a little bit further and it will open up into kind of just an open area.
I think we're almost there.
Well, whatever's down there, now that we have more people here, we can't let anything past us.
What is your suggestion?
Well, whatever we face down there, based on how you and Salam are feeling, is probably the workings of whatever ritual they had going on up here. Maybe the sarcophagus was just a stand-in for the real being that's resides in this temple.
We'll see.
But nonetheless, still, we gotta push that rubble out of the way. So, as a salam, if you don't mind.
How do we need another stick?
By the looks of it, it looks like a good push could get it out of the way.
Maybe now's the time for your spell, Azza?
Maybe. Just crack a knuckle. And make a glyph in the air with my fingers and just a kinetic blast. As I cast Thunderwave.
Okay. So yeah, you cast Thunderwave and you send just a cloud of dust and kind of relatively small debris. It's kind of just like scattering all over the place, and the rubble kind of crumbles slightly, and just at the very top you kind of see maybe some space created, but there's still quite a large amount of the big debris.
Is it enough to get through?
You could try and squeeze through, but it does look quite tight.
I don't think we want to have this blocking our escape in case we have to run, so we probably need to clear it out a little bit more.
Oh,
I agree.
Sorry, Azza.
Okay.
A lot of fucking rubble down here.
Yeah. So you could use another stick of dynamite, or you could just manhandle it.
How long does it look like it'll take to manhandle it?
Probably an hour or so. So, like this entire ordeal would probably be in total like maybe 3 or 4 hours of work. It was a lot of rubble, and it goes quite deep underground.
Yeah, I think we should save the dynamite. Let's just... We've already spent 2 hours. What's another hour? I don't mind clearing this stuff out.
Okay.
Ugh.
So yeah, working together, you spend the next hour or so, just over an hour, kind of clearing out the rest of the rubble. There's like a mixture of rock sizes, but you eventually kind of do it. Some of the bigger ones take 2 of you to handle, but yeah, after a bit, you kind of clear a big enough path to kind of get into the underground area. Okay.
Since Salam kind of didn't want Keenerin to kind of like help, would Keenerin be able to like kind of sit there, maybe take a short rest?
Mm-hmm.
While they're working.
If you don't want to help out, yeah, you could take a short rest.
Yeah, he's still hurting a little bit from that last battle, so a couple of hit dice might be nice.
Okay. Okay, so yeah, Keenerin, you have a short rest. Everyone else kind of clears the rest of the rubble, and yeah, as you kind of get into the final, it's very dark in there, but Salam, you have no problem, and anyone else who has dark vision has no problem. You kind of see that grayscale darkness, but you are able to pick up kind of sights. Yeah.
I'll use Eyes of Night.
Does that does that for the whole party, isn't it? Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. So yeah, once everyone kind of steps into there, that you all kind of receive that kind of boon, blessing, or enchantment from Salam.
But Tom Clancy vision.
Tom Clancy vision, yeah.
Fine.
So you all have dark vision up to 300 feet now.
You could have double dark vision as it.
300 feet is just excessive.
Alright, so you see this place kind of just open up to a grand scale. the rubble you've cleared kind of reveals just steps going down even further, and it seems to go down quite deep. But you've cleared enough rubble that you can pass down and down if you so choose to do so.
I do.
Well,
Do you notify the
let's
Gripply? Chadwick has kind of stood with them as well.
Chadwick, are you not coming in?
I mean, he's been keeping watch with the Gripply. So
yeah, just letting you know that we're going in. So.
Oh, okay, so he kind of looks up and says, "Oh, if we're going in, sure." And the Gripply kind of say, "Oh, should we stay here or should we try and do something about the brood pools?" You did make a lot of noise, and it's been a long time. What?
Yeah, I think if something was going to come from the brood pools, it probably would have come by now.
Maybe, or maybe that. I don't know.
Okay, why don't you go check on the brood pools?
They kind of look at each other.
Gather up all the Gripply that you can, and go check out the brood pools.
Yes.
If you say so, we will. We will. Okay. They'll do
if
that.
it looks like the numbers are too great, don't fight them.
For the record, there's a Yuan-Ti schism. The Yuan-Ti that you'll find at the mother's huts will not interfere with you. So just leave them alone.
We kind of look at you. Would they help us?
Maybe. It might be worth going to them.
I mean, we have not really successfully communicated with them before.
They should be rested up by now.
I don't know if
we will try and find these Yuan-Ti you speak of, and then
everything has it does.
Rally everyone and try and retake the brood pools. Are you going into the depths then?
I don't know. Yes, we are.
Very well. We do not know of this place. We have seen the outer area, but it is not to do with us or our beliefs, so we have left this place well alone. It was of no note until the Yuan-Ti came, and they seemed very interested and were willing to kill and fight over it, so if there's something else beneath, it is definitely dangerous, so...
I guess I don't understand why they attacked you all in the first place if this temple was their end goal.
Well...
I mean, why wouldn't they just have all of their defenses at this temple instead of spreading themselves out so thin, attacking all of you Gripply, and leaving this temple relatively undefended? Doesn't make much sense.
Well, they seem to be an extreme group of fanatics, in my opinion, but... Yes, they wanted to have workers, slaves more like, to clear the rubble. We did not have these magical sticks that you have, so we were doing this by hand, and they were not wanting to do it themselves. So that is why. And I suppose, like most forms, they were hungry, and unfortunately they had a taste for our eggs. But we'll go to the pools now and liberate, if there is, hopefully, well, I hope there is some left. And
glory to the revolution.
Yes. Good luck. May your skin be ever moist and your legs be very hopping. And he turns to go.
He turns a little quickly. I was gonna give him a jump.
Okay, he kind of looks back at you and he's like, yeah, this guy got hops.
I get it. I appreciate his blessing.
Okay, so you guys descend into the depths of the earth. So let's get ready to go onto the next map. Might have a bit of lag.
I'm gonna use... should I do it? Yeah, I'm gonna use Harness Divine Power and give myself back a 2nd level spell slot.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
to give him one of those frog kin, my old crossbow. Oh well, too late now.
Can you guys see through everything here?
Even the walls, apparently.
That's not meant to be happening.
I'm kidding, I haven't loaded in.
Yeah, I'm still at
Yeah, I
98%.
haven't loaded in yet either.
98% is our god.
There we go. Now you can't see.
Anything.
Well, before you could see through the walls or something.
I knew. I knew Dark Vision was grayscale, but this is ridiculous.
Okay. Yeah, hopefully I fixed that before you load it in.
That is the power of the balloon.
Okay. Let's get ready for this then.
It was so gray.
Okay.
What's this? Anchor trees and gray sky. This is actually taking quite a while to load.
Okay.
This is like how it always is for me.
Yeah, it's not a particularly big map.
It reminded me of the first time we opened up the Candlekeep image, and just
yeah.
This will take an hour.
Yeah, I scaled that one down, but it still takes a while.
Alright, much time.
Yeah, I should have preloaded this before starting the stream. Oh well. But yeah, basically you guys descend these steps, going down, down, and down for quite a while. You think yourself to be very much under the earth by quite a considerable amount. Eventually, as you reach the bottom, if it weren't for the kind of magic bestowed upon you by Salam, you would be seeing nothing if you didn't have a source of light down here. So it opens on up, and you find this large cavernous, hollowed out area that seems to lead to some sort of underground tomb or temple. And once you load in, I'll say where you are.
I'm still at 98%.
Do you talk about anything as you kind of descend down into the depths?
Sure are some long stairs.
Yeah.
I've got a bad feeling about the brood pool. I don't think we're gonna save them.
If they get those Yanti to help, perhaps they can liberate it themselves.
Got
It's already been a good deal of time since the first explosion.
There we go. I'm in.
Yeah, people are starting to get
there
in
it
now.
is.
So yeah, it looks open here, but basically the stairs take you to this little entranceway here into this tomb. So this kind of open up bit here is not really there.
Still loading.
So yeah, you guys reach the bottom of the stairs and you're here at this entrance.
I'll just watch from stream.
You'll get in eventually.
Is that like a door there?
Let's see.
Or is it open? Or
it's open.
Because I can see through it.
Yeah,
Okay.
it's open and into the first area. So once everyone's ready, you can head on in there.
Shall I go first?
Yeah, you can decide who wants to go in first.
Fine. I'll go second.
Okay, so
I'm in.
will be
Just in time.
as will be first, followed by Salam, and Kane, Keener, and Chadwick can go in after them, however they please. So yeah, you go down the stairs and you find some kind of ornate kind of archway that leads into this first area that you step into here. So I'll read the description there. So cracked skulls riddle the floor of this musty chamber. To your right, it looks like someone once tried to dig their way through a wall. Set into an alcove in the southeastern corner is a squat gargoyle carved to look like its arms and wings are holding up the ceiling. In its open mouth is a stone key with a bow in the shape of a moon. Or the moon, even. The door opposite of the one you entered is made of thick stone. A relief on this door is carved to look like the night sky, with serpents reaching up to the stars. You can even make out some familiar constellations. A circular depression in the door is carved to look like the moon being consumed by a serpent. At the center of the depression is a keyhole.
No chances. I draw my silver sword and I thrust it into the chest of the gargoyle.
Okay, attack, roll to hit the gargoyle.
Yeah. Die. Die. Blomp blomp. Right.
Okay, 12. You hit the stone and your silvered greatsword kind of dings off it, making a loud clanging noise, and you kind of look and you see like a slight dent in the silver edge of your sword, and the stone does not move, but you kind of get the feeling it is mocking you, but that might just be entirely in your head.
It was max damage roll. It was 2 6s.
Uh-huh.
Well, since it doesn't want to kill me, I'll just take the key from its mouth.
Mm-hmm.
And if it bites me, touche. Well played, young gargoyle.
Okay, so do you just reach out normally to grab the key? Do you do any Indiana Jones shit with a bag of sand?
No, but now that you're warning me, I think I would, in caution's sake, try to knock it out of its mouth with the sword first. I mean,
yeah, you could
not?
hit it with the tip of the sword, and knock it out the mouth if you want.
Hit it with your tip.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'd rather. I think Kane's got more experience with that, but
Yeah, Kane's here now as well.
I'm leaving.
Yeah, feel free to walk into this area here as well if you want.
I will be the hero.
Okay. So let's put Kane there. Okay, so do you grab it or do you knock it out with the tip of your sword?
I'm trying to get it out of the mouth. The mouth seems like it might bite down.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
That's what mouths do.
This is typically what they do, yes.
If this doesn't work, I'm just going to ask Kane to mage hand it, but I'm going to at least try.
Okay, so you kind of lever your sword into the mouth of the gargoyle and kind of winkle out that key, and it kind of pops out and then clatters to the floor.
You don't put keys in mouths if you don't want to scare people. Just pick up the key.
I think that was a lot of extra work for nothing, but let's go.
I mean, I didn't smash a corpse into bone dust, but you know, we all do things in the heat of the moment.
I think I stand by that action 100%.
And I stand by mine 100%.
You didn't see all of the fucking blood run into that coffin because you were off doing God knows what.
You knew what I was doing. I'm moving.
Oh wait, what? No, hold on, go back.
No?
Was that?
You opened
was
the
that?
door for me.
I didn't. Oh, was it not locked? Hold on. Shit, sorry.
That was my bad. I clicked it.
Yeah. I should. Yeah.
I trusted you.
Yeah, that was meant to be locked. Okay.
I mean,
I
hope I have the key for it.
Yeah. So let's see.
I declare I use the key.
Okay. Hold on.
Text adventure. Use key on door.
Something's about to happen. He's reading way too much.
Okay, so as you take the key and stick it into the door and turn it.
If this is a door mimic, I'm going to scream. Yes, I turn it.
Okay, so you stick the key into the hole and turn it. Can you make a dexterity saving throw, please?
Probably can't, but I'd love to try.
I'd like to use my reaction for Cosmic Omen. Let's see.
Yeah.
I don't think it's gonna help.
Asa needs your help right about now.
What do the stars say? You're fucked.
Add 6. He had 6 to it.
So that goes up to 13.
13.
So I don't know how your omen interacts with Asa. What happens as you cast this?
He probably sees like a flash of like a premonition or something like that, and he might yell like duck or let go or something like that. Whatever might be assaulting.
Okay, so you see this premonition in your inner mind. You see something bad happening, and you cry out to Asa to let go. However, you are not fast enough. Asa, the key is sucked into the door along with you. Everyone, you see Asa get sucked into this door, and we will need to roll initiative so I can keep track of this.
Oh, this is some Alice in Wonderland bullshit. What?
What is it? Utility? Utility. There it is.
I'm gone.
Damn.
Okay, so everyone, you see Asa get sucked inside of this door, and you kind of see him just imprisoned in this door, and he is kind of just... He's still moving, but he seems to be restrained in some way. And you kind of see him start to, I don't know, do whatever he would be. Okay, let me see. So Asa, you are imprisoned in this door, and you do not feel safe. You feel restrained, and you feel as if your strength might start being sapped away from you. So we'll start.
I'm in danger.
Combat. Well, so it's not really combat, but yes. Let's see.
Well, if it's not really combat, then you don't need to change mine.
Yeah, it's just so I can know when a round has gone past. So we have a round. You can do whatever you want in your order, but yeah. Let's see. Okay. Okay, so yeah, you see Asa imprisoned within this door. What do you do?
I attempt to brute force my way out.
Okay, yeah, Asa, you can start trying to force your way out, so you'll need to...
Yeah, I would try to grab him and pull him out.
So, Asa, you can make a strength save to try and force your way out.
Can I help him with that? Because I'm right there.
So it's a grapple, so you can use athletics or acrobatics. That's not good enough. So you kind of try and go to grab hold of him, but you try and just... He is inside the door. There's not really anything you can actually get a hold of to pull. You see him kind of struggling, but he is very much embedded inside the door. And with 9, you try and force your way against this kind of magical binding, but yeah, that's you appear to be stuck within this door, and you're kind of like embedded within the door.
Kane's kind of initial reaction is firebolt the bottom of the door.
Yeah, you can attack the door. Alright, that hits for 13. Okay, so you send a firebolt towards the door, and it's a substantial one, and it hits the door, and you see it kind of start to crack.
Does
I'll follow
anything?
suit with. Go ahead.
I was gonna say, do we see anything happen to Azza? Is he getting hurt as well, or no?
It seems like the door is cracking. Azza just looks panicked. He doesn't seem to be in any more distress than he was before, I think. I mean, that's up to Azza.
I'm focusing all of my negative emotions into flexing on this door.
Yeah.
Gotta break free. But I am terrified. This is unnatural.
I'll follow suit with Kane and try to hit the bottom of the door where he hit it with the firebolt and try to take my flail and swing it into the bottom of the door to try to break a hole in it or something.
We've had Azza, Kane, Salam, you're going now. So yeah, roll to hit the door. .24. So you roll and you try and strike this door. You strike it, but it seems to be made of a little bit stronger stuff, and you don't seem to have made much more headway with the crack in the door there. Chadwick will kind of...
Is the door made out of metal or is it wood?
Let's double check that.
Magic.
It's definitely magic, yeah. It's probably like solid stone, but it is definitely magical based on what is happening to Azza. Chadwick will...
my flail.
Yeah, that...
Say the elven word for friend. The elven word for friend.
Chadwick will run in and cast Firebolt. It kind of hits the door and doesn't really do anything. Keenerin, what about you?
Keenerin wants to cast Guidance on Azza and just say, you're nearly there, you're cracking it.
Yeah, so Keenerin, you kind of reach out and you kind of you find Azza's kind of presence and you kind of communicate to him and spur him on with your guidance. Okay, so Azza, you feel this door start to sap your strength, so let's roll a d4.
Oh, I need that to flex.
Oh shit. Your strength score is reduced by 4. You feel a large portion of your strength get drained from your body.
Oh.
The door's a shadow. The door's a shadow. Help!
Alright, okay, everyone gets to try something again. So Azza, you can try and break out again with another escape, so acrobatics or athletics. You've got guidance, so keep that in mind.
Skills. Athletics. Oh wait, sorry, I have to actually adjust the score first. Whoops, I'm weaker.
Yeah, unluckily I rolled max on the d4.
Still better than acrobatics.
Ooh.
Hey, 12.
Yes.
And then you can add a d4 on top of that.
That's fine.
Yeah,
He makes it out. So you see the kind of crack from where the firebolt hit, and you kind of focus all of your energy on that area, and you kind of manage to kind of force your way out. Everyone on the outside, you see Azza's kind of like body start to like poke out through the cracks in the door, and then he kind of just like somehow squeezes out. As he comes out, he's paper thin, like the size of the crack, but as he kind of steps out, he kind of just like puffs up again, and you just see him kind of like force his way out of this crack somehow, and then he can kind of just like spills onto the floor. And yeah, he manages to make his way out, so we'll end the combat. And also, you kind of hear a yes, you hear a kind of popping noise, and you kind of look to the gargoyle, and the key is once again in its mouth.
Maybe try the mage hand, or maybe try the mage hand in the gargoyle's mouth to like turn the key, and maybe that'll open the door.
Is the door still cracked?
It is still cracked, yes.
Maybe we should just break down the door.
Yeah. You could break down the door or take a look around the room a bit.
Well, I'll check out this break. Maybe that's intentional. But I'm looking kind of haggard.
Yeah. You feel sapped in some way, but yeah, you're alive.
Is this where the gargoyle was at?
I think so. Let's say yes. It's not very clear, this map. But yeah, let's say the gargoyle was there.
What's here then?
So that's kind of just some nooks you can look around. Yeah, roll perception.
I want mine to be a cranny.
Keenorn will help.
There is both a nook and a cranny.
Salam out with looking.
This is the way.
Okay, so Salam, you look around and there is a veritable array of skulls, dried out bodies, and then you also find a torch covered with some amount of dust, but between the dust you kind of see kind of like a shiny glint to it.
Is it like in the wall or something?
It's kind of just discarded on the floor.
Okay, I'll grab the torch.
Mm-hmm.
Can I like wipe the dust off?
Yeah, you wipe the dust away, and it seems to be quite ornate beneath it. It seems to be kind of made out of metal, and it's kind of like intertwined serpents kind of going up to their mouths where presumably the flame would be lit.
Kane, can you light this torch? Oh, you can't.
He fires a fireball and it kind of hits you in the face, but doesn't do any damage.
Fuck, Kane. I didn't mean cast a firebolt at it. I just mean, like, make the fire in your hand and just light it real quick.
I presume Druidcraft.
Yeah. Yep. You can instantly light or snuff out a candle, torch, or small campfire.
Okay, so you light up the flame and it kind of jumps to life, creating this nice kind of like a green flame which illuminates the room nicely. Yeah, you kind of look around and you see the room, and also you kind of see the kind of rubble over here. It kind of glints and shimmers for a bit and then kind of reveals an opening as well. So here,
Good find, Salam.
let me just open up that for you.
Egads. I wonder if I'll get sucked into this wall.
Okay. What was your perception? Was it the 25 or the 13 for looking around the room?
It was an advantage, so 25.
Okay. Alright, so especially with the help of the light now, you also notice that there is a setting in the northernmost wall that looks like it would accommodate the torch nicely.
Okay, I'll place the torch in there.
Okay, so you place the torch, and all of a sudden, the next room and the room you're in is kind of bathed in this kind of low-key but substantial enough dim green light, so the tomb seems to be lit relatively well now. Enough that you wouldn't...
The whole thing?
Yeah, the whole tomb seems to have been bathed in a kind of dim light that's kind of got this green...
Dim light?
Yeah, it's got this like kind of green shimmer to it.
I'm okay with dim light, but if it was going to be bright light, I was going to take that fucking thing out again.
Yeah. Why? Would it get rid of in a way of your stealth rolls or something?
It would make it so I can't fly.
Oh, is that a thing? Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
It's a Twilight Cleric thing.
Oh, okay, alright. Okay, I'll keep that in mind for the future.
Great. Everything's
Everywhere
on
is
green
bright
scale.
light. No. Alright, so yeah, the tomb is now bathed in this kind of dim, eerie green light as the torch is kind of placed into that receptacle. And you kind of see the now illusionary wall leading you into the next room.
Alright. Well, I'll set off the trap so other people don't have to.
Yeah, you kind of go through the newly created space in the wall, maybe stumbling slightly, kind of adjusting yourself to your new strength levels. But yeah.
I've been this week before. Back in the dark times. The dark times of that basement and that song.
I'm gonna have
There's another way to the left. If someone will look at that, it doesn't look like it goes very far. I'll secure the right.
I'm just gonna lock all the doors because I didn't check which ones need to be locked. So yeah, I'll find out when we get to them. Alright, so you enter this room here, Azza. Chadwick will be following up the rear of everyone. This just seems to be an open space here with kind of not much going on. So as you kind of go into the room over there, so the first thing you notice in this room is a large set of slightly transparent black and green curtains. On the other side of the curtains, there appears to be a large winged creature. At the north, in an alcove, is a large vertically set gear into the wall with 3 spoke-like handles. The door in the southwestern wall is carved with hieroglyphs that appear to be slaves building the tomb itself. Okay, as you guys, so head on into the room. Azza and Kane, can you do wisdom saving throw, please?
It's gonna test my character in ways I never intended. Alright. Like that.
Okay, so as you step into this open area, you are just blasted by a cacophony of subtle whispers. They are very subtle, but they are deafening. You just tune it out and push on through. Kane, perhaps the way these whispers penetrate your auditory receptors, they kind of just hit you in the wrong way, and you take
Jesus.
8 psychic damage as you come a little bit unhinged and you become frightened, and you just want to get out of this place as fast as possible.
Damn, there's some sort of mind effect of this room. I turn around. Kane, be careful. Oh.
Kane's already gone. You can still hear the whispering, but you're kind of just like pushing through it.
Yeah. Fuck, and there's mechanisms up here too. I didn't go to fucking engineering school.
So yeah, Salam, you step on in. You'll need to do a wisdom saving throw as well.
I give him encouragement. Wait, I'll wait for encouragement for... Wait. Yeah, I'll give you encouragement.
So you kind of warn him, so you give him that kind
Next
of bonus. Yeah, he's fine. So Salam, you are also kind of assaulted by these whispers, but you kind of, like, as a push your way through. Keenerin, you see Kane just hot-footing it out of that area, and he kind of just runs around the bends and hits a dead end and is just kind of just freaking out in there.
Kid Arnold will try to maybe reach out, pat his back and reassure him.
Mm-hmm.
They're in my head. They're in my head.
Chadwick's kind of just in the middle, kind of looking between the two groups and says, "What's up with him?"
think these voices got to him.
Yeah, I don't hear anything.
You have to step a little closer.
Yeah, I don't know if I want to.
Yeah, I don't think you want to either.
Okay.
Maybe I'll stop if we can figure out the secret of this room.
Keenerin, yeah, if you're kind of, you can use like an action to kind of like try and calm Kane down so he can make the save again.
Yeah, you know, I'm just sitting there reassuring him, like, come on, we need you to get it together. You can fight this.
Okay, what did he get? 13, let's see. Yeah, that's a pass. So, with your kind of words of reassurance, Kane kind of gets a hold of himself and kind of calms down. And realizes that he can't hear the whispers from where he is now.
Yeah, so he'll clap him on both shoulders and says, there you are. Good to have you back.
Oh, thank you for the assistance. I don't know what came over me.
Whatever's here is testing us, I feel.
Chadwick, put your fingers in your ears so you don't hear the whispers.
That might work. So that was kind of an action for that thing to go on. As a Salam, have you been doing anything in that kind of action phase while looking around the room?
Can you describe? Go ahead.
Look around the room.
Could you describe the gears in this northern alcove one more time?
Okay. It's a large vertically set gear set into the wall with 3 spoke-like handles.
Crap.
Okay.
So something you might turn?
Possibly.
I don't want to turn it, but I think I have to.
Okay, so you guys have kind of stood in there for a bit, so can you repeat your wisdom saving throws, please?
Oh, it's not one and we're safe forever.
No.
Oh, this room sucks. I hate this room. Get me out of here.
Well, we had a door try to eat you, so... Salam, you're fine. You're kind of just like tuning it out. Azza, you're fine as well. So the whispers seem to be building upon you, but you are still keeping them at bay.
Shit, it's not stopping. I just gotta act. So I act. I grab the handles, and if it's a pull, push, lift, turn, I don't care, I do it.
Okay, let's see.
A lot of times for planning in this room.
So you kind of just set your hands on that kind of wheel. Yeah, so do a strength check, please.
Oh. You know, I think I'd have less of now.
Yeah, so this is going to take an action to interact with this wheel. Okay, you push your weight against this thing, and it doesn't budge at all. Okay, at this point you see Chadwick kind of walk on into the room with his fingers in his ears, and he kind of just looks around, and he's just like, whoa, what's going on in here then?
Wait, does that work? I put my fingers in my ear.
He says, what? And he takes his fingers out as you put your fingers in. And then he kind of just like goes white, and then he'll make a wisdom save.
Oh no.
So as you kind of plug your ears, the whispers kind of stop. Chadwick, he makes a save, but he just like startles and then just like shoves his fingers back in his ears again. Never mind, it's fine.
Fuck, I can't believe this works. This is stupid. I thought it was in my head.
So, yeah.
I'm gonna try to like help Azza real quick with the wheel, and then I'll put my fingers in my ears. Or with the levers.
Yeah, you can gesture towards him and try and get his attention. While you're doing that, Keenerin, what are you doing?
Well, I was just gonna go up and do it. If he stepped back, I'm just gonna do it myself.
I did step back, so
you stepped back and he's got his fingers in his ears. Salam, you can try for it by yourself, so just strength saving throw.
saving throw?
Yeah, check, sorry. So yeah,
So athletics then.
no, it's let me double check. It's just
That's
a strength.
probably what a strength check is athletics.
You can roll attributes. It just means you don't get your
can, but I mean, doing something like this is the definition of athletics.
Usually it specifies strength and with another thing here, like it says athletics specifically. This just says a strength check, so I'm gonna just go with what's written.
Because I mean, literally trying to do something like this is the definition of athletics.
Yeah, I guess, but yeah, I'm just going with what's written. So yeah. But yeah, you move it and it starts to budge, but you kind of just not quite there. Kane, Keenerin, what are you up to?
Well, do you feel up to attempting this again?
Kane's putting his fingers in his ears. He's gonna slowly walk in.
All right, yeah, you stick your fingers.
As he's passing by,
yeah.
Keenerin will cast guidance on Kane.
Okay, so Kane steps in, fingers in the ears, and yeah, he doesn't hear anything. So yeah.
Once I don't hear anything, I'll look back at Keenerin and give him 2 thumbs up, while my fingers are still in my ear.
So it's like you're doing like finger guns.
Keenerin will do the same. Yeah. Keenerin will put his fingers in his ears and step in.
All right, so yeah, everyone seems to be fine with their fingers in the ear. Salam, you tried at the wheel, so you haven't got your fingers in your ear. So
I said I was gonna do that, and then literally put my fingers in my ear right after.
Okay, so yeah, you kind of try it, and you feel it start to move, but then it kind of bottoms out just as you're about to make a turn. So you immediately then put your hands up and put it in your ears. So what's this? This means. Okay. I guess. All right.
Mean, that's literally what an athletics check is trying to do something where your strength is involved. Like.
Yeah, no, I do get
what it is.
Where you're coming from. It just like it kind of confuses me where it. In this case, it says just strength check, but then on another thing, it says strength check with athletics in brackets next to it.
They typically are specific, like doing
a
grapple.
Think about it fucking logically for a second. Don't worry about what it says. Think about it logically.
I know.
An athletics check.
Yeah. Yeah. I do see where you're coming from. But yeah. Anyway, so what's the plan now? Everyone's got their fingers in their ears and kind of just stood in this room.
For my turn, I leave myself vulnerable to the whispers to attempt to assist Salam in the polling so he can have advantage. Do I make the save now or later?
So if you're working together, you'd both have to put your hands on maybe... so there's 3 kind of like peg things inside on the wheel, so you'd have to take your fingers out of your ears to kind of grab onto them. But yeah,
I leave myself vulnerable to the whispers.
You can work together, so one of you rolls with advantage. But as you do this, you would need to make a wisdom saving throw as you kind of pull your fingers out and go for the wheel.
Save this now. Save. Wisdom. Go. Yikes. Hit me. Hit me!
Okay, what did you get? 26, that's fine. Azza, so as you kind of pull your fingers out, how many actions have you been in here for? Let's see. Where is
it's like they're screaming at me for all the lost time I have.
So
I can hear them.
It has gotten considerably louder since you first stepped in. So let's see. So you've done like 2 actions, I guess, in here.
Yes.
All right.
Yes. It goes up.
It does go up.
Doubles.
So as you kind of pull your fingers out, the whispers are whispers, but still they seem to reflect that of like someone screaming at you, and your mind just breaks in that moment, and you are frightened and need to get out of here. Salam, sorry, you're fine, and you can make the roll.
So what am I doing? Am I just doing a strength check, or am I doing athletics?
I kind of want to stick with a strength check.
Oh my god! So what's the fucking point of athletics then? Why did I put proficiency in this?
Like if you just went over to the door and trying to like deadlift it open from as it like goes up, then that would be athletics, I presume.
So what's the difference between that and pulling on a lever?
I don't know. It's like rotating a wheel. I don't know, man.
Whatever. That's the dumbest thing I've ever heard. But...
Yeah. Alright. Okay, so you make it, you're fine. So you start to turn this wheel. Okay. So as you are running out of this room, everyone else, while you see Salam kind of opening the door, you see the door over here start to raise. Let's see. So,
Wait, that sounds important. Am I cut off because I'm running? You mean there's a door here?
No, this door starts to move, but you're wanting to get out of the tomb, so you go back the way you came.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Okay.
Kinar will kind of sigh, and he turns around and follows after Asa.
Okay, so you see this door here start to raise upwards from the bottom. So it's not fully open, but there's probably enough space for someone to go on their stomach and crawl through the underneath of the door. If you wanted to kind of keep winding the door, it would go up even further.
Yeah, I'm gonna keep winding.
Okay, good. So yeah, Kinarin, you follow Asa out. Everyone else is kind
It's
of
so loud.
there. Kane, do you want to try and get underneath the door? Or are you just waiting for it to be raised a bit more?
Kane will kind of squat down and see if he could try to look under, see if anything's immediately on the other side. He doesn't want to just go head first and
yeah, you can see
go into another crazy room.
There's another room on the other side. So you can choose to wait for it to be more open, or you could just crawl on under there.
Kane will wait for it to be more open.
Okay, Kinarin, you can go and try and reassure Asa.
Yeah. So he'll try to maybe like grab onto his collar and like kind of shake him a little bit, like.
Okay, so you use your action to try and bring him back to the present and break his frightened.
Yes.
Yeah. So Asa, repeat the saving throw.
You've beaten this before. You can do it again, good man.
It's so loud.
Okay, so you just about kind of make that there. So you kind of come back to the present and you kind of just refocus in on things around you, and you see Kinarin's face kind of just talking to you calmly and kind of bring you back to kind of the present. Salam, you can continue to wind the wheel. You will need to repeat the wisdom saving throw though, and then do the strength again to wind the wheel. 12. You just about make it there, and then you need to keep winding it. Okay, let me double check that. I think that's fine. It's a struggle, but you kind of get the door to where it's halfway open, but you're kind of just at that point where you're starting to fail. You need someone to either come help you out, or yeah, it's kind of half open now. So Kane, do you duck on in?
I feel like you're trying to kill me, but yeah, I'ma go.
Okay, Kane, you head on in. So the door's kind of halfway up, and you kind of duck under it and get on in. And Chadwick kind of looks around and kind of calls to Salam, "You good?"
Kane's gonna take his fingers out of his ears once he's in this room.
Alright, yeah, you take your fingers out and you cannot hit the whispers. So
Alright, and then before I do anything else, Kane will cast Mage Hand and use the hand to help Salam with the wheel. Because it could do up to 5 pounds, so whatever assistance I could give. Just try to help out.
Yeah,
Hey,
it's probably not going to do much, but yeah. And if Salam is struggling, Chadwick will run on over and kind of help him out there. Azza, Kinarin, what are you doing now? So the door's kind of half open there.
I don't think I can be much help in there. I'm too unreliable. I'm gonna make a mad dash through the door. Is that right?
Just keep your ears plugged.
Yeah.
Keenarn will plug his ears and also step back on into here.
Plugging my ears. I move underneath the door and enter with Kane.
Okay.
I'll get about right here and I'll risk it. I unplug my ears. Are there whispers?
No. So you find yourself in this new room with Kane whisper free. Chadwick is kind of helping out Salam. He's kind of got his fingers in his ear, but he's kind of bracing against the kind of wheel, so it's not slipping, but it's not making any progress. If he wants to kind of give you the help action, he can do that, but he would need to take his fingers out his ears.
Azza, do you think if we use my spear to wedge between the door, it'll give them enough time to run under when they let go of the wheel?
Maybe. Is it wooden spear? It's not too strong. I'm looking through my own inventory what I could offer.
I'm gonna post it up so we can see that's proficiency. That's all they're giving me for
I mean, it's probably
information.
like a wooden haft with like a metal tip, I imagine.
Probably.
Yeah. Unless it's some crazy ass like ballista spear or something.
No, nothing crazy like that.
Alright. I mean, it looks like a pretty heavy door, but yeah.
Okay, I have an idea. So, I prop up with one of my great swords, and I also give it that lifting it from above sort of thing. I'm gonna hope my fingers don't get crushed.
Okay.
But,
so yeah, you kind of wedge one of your long great swords in there, and then you kind of just also brace to kind of hold the door as well. And then do you call on over to the others to tell them to come through?
One at a time.
Okay.
I'm gonna try to keep this door open.
Chadwick kind of looks to Salam and kind of just looks at him and say, "Am I good to go? You got this?"
I suppose.
Alright. He'll kind of let go. Well, he'll move his body and he'll kind of duck under the door and kind of scamper on through.
Did he help me first? Because I feel like Az has taken like 2 actions now before we've gotten a chance to do it one more
at
time.
the moment he's bracing against it. If he wants to use an action to help you to wind the door, he would need to take his fingers out his ears. Because at the moment he's got his back against the wheel spoke handle thing to kind of just help alleviate some of that strain against you. So yeah, you could try and wind it more, or you could kind of risk it and just make a dash for the door.
No, I was gonna wind it more.
So Chadwick is like, "Do you want me to stay and help, or shall I go?"
You're good.
Good to go? Yeah?
Yeah.
Alright, he will give you a reassuring nod and dash to the door. So Azza is kind of like at the door, kind of trying to lift it, and then Salam, you're also trying to wind the door as well. So let's see. That's going to make things easier. So Azza, can you roll to kind of Are you trying to lift, or are you just trying to stop it from going down?
Halt its descent.
Okay. So Salam, you will need to roll wisdom and then strength.
Oh, this would be the time to drink
17,
that
you're
sus
fine.
potion of giant strength.
And then try and wind it a bit more. 10.
I would like to use my Cosmic Omen for 1d6.
Yeah. 14. So yeah, you wind it a little bit more, and it's kind of like 3/4 open now. So probably more than the length of the long sword, but Azza, you can still kind of brace against it. So it's kind of 3/4 open.
Okay,
Yeah.
if the sword's not doing anything, can someone grab that for me?
Yeah, Chadwick will just grab it. Or Keenerin. Okay. Yeah, someone grabs it.
They both grab it.
Keenerin's more focused on Salam.
Okay, Chadwick will grab that then. And he kind of holds
No
it.
point in losing it if I don't have to.
Okay, Salam, what's the plan?
I'm winding it till his door is open.
Okay, yeah. So, yeah, you can repeat the wisdom and then the strength again.
Oh, motherfucker.
So, at this point, the whispers become a little bit too much for you.
Alright, well, I'm running into the room then. Like, through the door.
Yeah, you want to get out, so you're still going to take this, what was it before?
Yeah.
4d6, wasn't it? So
it's not letting me...
So you did 2 more
not
actions. Let me check what the max is on that. Okay, so this is going to be a little bit damaging, probably.
Jesus Christ.
17.
That's a little bit.
Yeah, it goes up by 1d6 per round. So yeah, you take 17 psychic damage as your mind breaks. You want to get out, but then you see your comrades and want to run towards them instead. So you let go of the wheel, and it starts to slowly descend. Unless, Azza's going to try and brace against it, so you can do a strength save. But it says this can be athletics. This one.
See, what the fuck? How does that make sense at all?
I don't know.
That's the dumbest thing I've ever heard in my life.
Shoulder press that door up, Azza.
Deadlifts are the national sport of Gwyneth.
It won't let me move my character.
Let me try moving you around. How about now?
No. It won't, I don't know, it won't let me click on anything in here.
Hold on, let me replace you.
Scream like a banshee.
Are you on the right, like, token selecting thing?
I never changed that.
Okay. I'll put you in the room.
Like, it's not
now.
letting me move anything. Like, normally I can move my character sheet around and stuff. Like, it's not letting me do that either.
Or is it maybe crashed or something? I guess.
That definitely sounds like Foundry.
Alright,
It's
15.
the character sheet. Okay, now I can move.
Okay.
That was weird.
Yeah, probably just stuttered or something. Anyway, Azza, you feel the stone door start to descend. It's not dropping like a rock. It's kind of just like a slow grind downwards. And you try and push up against it, but it is a losing battle. It just pushes down against you, but it's slow. So Salam, it was 3/4 of the way open, so you are able to kind of just dash on over and kind of duck on under before it kind of closes shut.
Yep, I didn't need to hold it up. I just need to give Salam enough time.
Yeah, so there's enough time. You kind of get Salam through, and then you step away, and you all just watch as this stone door just slowly grinds shut, and you find yourself in this new room. Yeah, so Salam, you're gonna rejoin.
Backwards.
Okay. So yeah, I'll kind of read out what you have in here while Salam reconnects. So this large, low chamber holds a number of points of interest. At the center of the room, a stone column supports the 10-foot-high ceiling. That, in of itself, is unusual. What's odd, however, is that there is a 5-inch diameter round slot in the center of the column, facing the western wall. Next, next to it, an ancient text decorates. Oh no, on the eastern wall. So ancient text decorates the eastern and southern walls of this room. Other than the door you came in, the only way out is through a hallway that heads east, deeper into the complex. So there's a column in the middle with a slot in it that is facing facing the western wall, and then on the eastern and southern walls of the room there is kind of like ancient text that is kind of just scrawled across it in a purposeful way. It's not graffiti, it was put there with purpose.
You said that there's a text on the wall?
On the eastern and southern wall, so on this and this wall, there's a lot of text.
Does it match the same text that's in the book that the big Yuan-ti was holding?
Indeed it does.
Ken will cast Comprehend language using the fancy helm, and just to get like what a gist of what it says.
Okay. So it's quite a big story. I can paste it and then I can read it out to you as well. So let's see.
Yeah, I'm stuck at like gray screen now, so I'm gonna need you to read it out.
Okay, I'll paste it into Discord. I'll need to upload it as a file though, as it's too strong apparently.
Why, it was too damn strong.
Do it. Upload as a file. Why isn't it working? Hold on. Oh no, there we go. Okay. So I'll read this out for you guys.
Oh Jesus, that's long.
Yeah. Neptka, the Yuan-ti prince, began his life in shadow. Unseen forces tried to deceive the young prince. Eventually, Neptka discovered the light and found his way for him and his people. He sent the light through to the north, illuminating the world, but the unseen forces continued to follow him. They whispered in his ear, trying to drive him mad, but he plugged his ears to their cruel words. In time, he grew strong. He labored, and new paths opened to him. Then he had a vision. All of his past and all of his future was revealed to him. He knew his destiny was to the east. He was joined with his 4 brothers, elemental priests of the Yuan-ti. Loate, the priest of fire, who heated the air around him. Amun Afar, the priest of water, whose touch could extinguish even the mightiest flame. Noza Ora, the priest of earth, who could part the seas with a word. And Gandan, the priest of air, who could wither the mountains to sand with a whisper. The priests were powerful. We dare not use our powers all at once, they warned Nebtka, lest we destroy ourselves before the world. Only one of us may use our powers at any given time. So the 5 set out seeking Seth and a method for the ultimate destruction of the world. Powerful winds pushed the party back until Loate's heat removed the wind. Then Loate led Nebtka to an audience with Seth. Standing at the edge of shadow, Seth demanded sacrifice. Thus, Gandan offered himself as a sacrifice to Seth. Gandan spoke, "My powers cannot help the prince on this quest." His brothers protested, but he promised he would join them again. At the end of their journey, Gandan died. In exchange, Seth awarded Nebtka the great sword named Serpent's Fang. With it, I've misspelled that there, that's fine. Serpent's Fang. With it, Seth promised Nebtka could one day bring about the ultimate destruction of the world. Loate, saddened by the death of his brother Gandan, went mad. The fire priest buried himself in a tomb full of scarabs with golden shells. Flames surrounded the tomb, and only Amun Afar could cross the flame to see his brother. In time, Amun Afar grew saddened, and he too rested in a tomb to the south. The sea swallowed Amun Afar's tomb, preventing Nebtka from reaching his destiny. Nozara, the surviving brother, whispered to the sea, parting it. Nebtka stepped beyond the sea into the Vale of Night. There, the dead haunted Nebtka, draining his life. Finally, Nozara Nozara, laid on the ground and slept. Nozara dreamt of his brothers, and in time their ghosts joined him. First came Gandan's ghost, riding the wind just as he'd promised. Then came Loate, arriving in a burst of flame. Last came Amun Afar, appearing with the rain. One last time, the four were together. Alone, Nebka stepped into the unknown. There we go. So that is pasted into Discord if you wish to review. So yeah, Kane, you kind of read that out to everyone as you kind of go along the kind of writings on the wall. Probably takes a minute or two. It took us exactly as long as it did for me to read it.
That's a lot to unpack.
Quite a sad story.
Yes, I agree.
It would be sad if they weren't trying to bring about the ultimate destruction of the world.
Everyone's got to have a hobby.
Powerful greatsword, you say?
Yeah, huh?
Oh, that's right. So Azza, take the lead. Go ahead, get in front of me.
Well.
Alright, oh, you're in now, Salam, you're okay then. Okay.
Oh my god, it's like still doing it. It's like hit and miss with it allowing me to actually move my thing. It's being really weird.
Okay. Let me know if you have trouble moving and I can move for you. It might just be stuttering a bit. I mean...
Yeah, it's stuttering a lot.
PC seems to be alright, but it might just be my connection.
Oh yeah, I can use the arrows to move. I guess that'll work.
It's probably just
as long
lag
as I
from...
don't have to go diagonal.
Yeah, it's just lag from me hosting, probably. Alright, so yeah, you find yourselves here. Okay, let's take a look at what we have in this next bit. If everyone's moving forwards. Yeah.
What's the southern alcove?
Okay, this 5 foot by 5 foot nook's walls are covered in to look like 3 Yuan-Ti priests. Each is holding a handout in front of them, revealing a 5-inch stone key. The westernmost priest is holding a key within a bow in the shape of a jagged rock. The southernmost priest's key is shaped like a drop of water, and the easternmost priest's key resembles a gust of wind.
So it was air, earth, and water.
Mm-hmm.
So fire's missing.
So fire is missing.
Wait, is bow supposed to be earth?
It was rock. Didn't he say it was like shaped like rock or something?
Each priest, blah blah blah, 5-inch stone key. Priest is holding a key with a bow. So like the kind of bow of the key, the kind of bit that you would handle as you kind of stick it and turn it, is in the shape of something. So one of them is shaped like a drop of water, one of them's shaped like a gust of wind, and one of them's shaped like a jagged rock.
Oh, my bad.
Okay, let me see. This is the part where I forget which doors are open, locked, and shut. So the fire one is missing, isn't it?
Who was in that story? Who was the first to fall?
Earth,
It was Gangdam, the Earth.
Yeah.
Why don't I grab the jagged rock first then?
Okay.
I grabbed the jagged rock key. Does anything happen to me?
Okay, let's see. Where is it?
Also, we definitely circumvented whatever that winged creature was. Never even explored their curtain. I hope we didn't need to.
Okay, so it is missing the fire key. Where is that? Oh, this is where I get confused.
Good question. I don't know where it is. Was it in the gargoyle's mouth?
No, I don't think so. Let's see. Okay, so let's say, Azza, you go to pick up the stone key, Salam, you're kind of stood there watching. Anyone look at this door at all?
Yeah, I'm watching like both sides.
Okay, so
I know its existence.
So Salam, you see a key placed in there which has a kind of a flame decoration to it. Azza, you take the earth key, yeah?
Yep.
Alright, let me
There's a fire key in this door?
Yeah, the fire key was missing.
Too late now, YOLO.
Okay, where are we? It was 6.
Whereas fire is the first of the priests to be introduced, so this might go poorly.
Okay, so you go to take the stone key. You pick it up, and the place it was kind of rested in kind of goes up, and you need to make a dexterity saving throw, please.
Hi, everyone. Should have taken the dungeon delver feat.
Shit. Okay. Where are we? No, not that one. So a large blade comes swinging out from the statue and catches you, slashing you across the chest for 21 damage as you are just cut deeply in the chest.
Level 6, right?
Yeah.
So I want that blade if it can do 5d8.
Yeah, no shit.
It is a huge blade that just comes out with an unnatural amount of force, and
But
you are
to be
just
fair,
caught.
This is non-magical slashing, I hope. So
Yeah,
I
it's
can
non-magical.
reduce the damage by 3.
Okay, so yeah, you have the stone key in your hand, but you probably did something wrong. Salam, you see the door up here, kind of with the flame key inside.
This door has the flame key in it.
And you recall the story.
Yeah, the fire priest was the first to be introduced. Kind of thought that was less important than the order of death, but I suppose I'm wrong.
Are you alright?
It hurts, but I'll survive. Seriously. I'm feeling sore, but not in danger.
Alright, but please let me know.
Yeah, I will.
The second it becomes too much to bear, let me know.
Yeah, I'll be sure to.
Chadwick kind of strokes his chin and says, "Didn't they say something about not using all their powers at once or something? Maybe that's related to the keys."
So one key's in use. That means the other ones are trapped.
I don't know.
That's rude as shit.
Maybe.
Am I at least still holding?
Yeah, you still have the key, but yeah.
I have it in a death grip.
Just bleeding heavily from your chest where it kind of cut you very badly.
Yeah, I'll just stick in my chest wound just for safekeeping.
Just jam it into your gaping wound.
Perhaps we use, I don't know, the spectral hand. Kane, what is that spell called again that you always use? Perhaps we should use that to handle the keys.
Or just take all the keys at once with me.
Yeah, I'm feeling awfully dumb being this brave. Kane, you do this from now on.
It's called Kane's Magnificent Phalanges.
Alright, I guess you just...
No, it's fucking not.
Alright, Kane, you just take all the keys then?
Yeah, Kane would just start plucking them up one by one.
Okay, as you...
The fuck up for this.
Okay, as you pluck each key, like a giant blade just like sweeps across, and then after a moment you have all the keys.
That wasn't so hard, Asa. Why you have so much difficulty?
You know, too much pride. It's always been my problem.
Azza, here. And I'm gonna hand Azza one of my special potions of healing.
Ooh. Oh, is it like the one you brewed yourself?
Yeah.
Does it have like a hint of some special flavor? Elderberries or something? Sorry?
Yeah, it's got a special flavor. It tastes like moonberries.
Moonberries!
And it also heals for more.
Ooh.
I think I love moonberries.
Moonberries are pretty good. Alright, yeah, you drink that down.
It's 2d4 plus 6.
Did you return the vial it was in, or you gonna?
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah, you gotta
unless it's
pay a
alcoholic
deposit
in
on that
itself.
shit with Salam, maybe. Alright, good. Okay. So yeah, you have a door ahead of you here, and an empty kind of key receptacle area. The kind of...
Do you think if we place all the keys at once, it will break this door here?
Everything explodes.
There's another door down this way. I can see it from where I'm standing.
Yeah, there's a
And
door
then I
here,
can
though.
also see the path. The path also continues. I really don't want to go back that way. I mean,
Maybe we should explore a little first before we mess with these keys at all.
okay.
This sounds good to me.
So you now have a rock, a air, and water key. The fire key is already placed in here. So this large stone door is decorated with what looks like gusts of wind swirling around it. All the gusts race towards the center of the door where the large keyhole is positioned, and you can see the kind of flame fire key kind of placed inside that.
So, and I don't suppose you have a magnificent voyeurism spell to look around corners.
I do. It's called the Azza Goes First.
Ah. Yeah.
Wait, was the fire key in here? Oh, let's say it was. As has been through enough. And, oh, do you go somewhere else?
Yeah, we discussed moving on, exploring before doors, so
Wait,
I take each step very slowly.
okay, so you're going this way. Alright, you're over to that door then. Let's see. Okay. So yeah, you kind of follow it round, and the stairway kind of just goes down further, and then you kind of reach a door over here. Flames decorate this large stone door. At the door's center is a keyhole.
Hey, this door over here. It's got a flame motif. Did this door have an... Oh, didn't mean to open that. Did that door have a motif?
That door was the air door that had a fire key in it already. Blah blah blah, blah blah blah. I mean, if it wasn't, it is now.
Probably not the right key unless fire beats air, air beats earth, and earth beats water sort of bullshit.
Should I try putting the air key in this door then?
Which one? The one Az is at?
No, the one that was by us.
Oh, that was... Oh god, let me see. Where are we?
Keep
Number 5.
Hold on, let me keep exploring this curve before you express things.
I'll kind of recap things. So this is the fire door. No, this is the air door that has the fire key already in it, which is why when Azza took the rock one, the trap activated, because the story said they shouldn't use all of their powers at once. So this door is already unlocked. The other doors have their motifs and no keys. You used Mage Hand to circumvent the trap and just gather all the keys at once.
Suck on that, Yanti.
Yeah. So this door is unlocked. The others are presumably locked.
It's unlocked? So the key
presumably, yeah. There's the fire key is in the door.
Well, I mean, I don't know about medieval keys, but I can stick my key into the wrong door, it just won't turn. That's what I figured. So I guess it's fire beats air sort of bullshit?
I mean, you can recall the story.
Fire heats the air, water extinguishes the flame, earth parts the seas, air withers earth. Alright. It's a game. Pokemon.
What's going on with Keenerin and Chadwick at the back there while this is going on?
By the way, there's another door here. The door sounds south.
Would Keenerin be able to kind of take what Azza just said about the elements and kind of match them maybe with his druidic teachings and see if it matches up?
It seems to make some sense, but you probably recall the story as well. You seem to have this kind of indication that the kind of hieroglyphs and story are largely connected with this tomb.
Okay.
Azza, does the hallway end over there?
It seems to come to some ruins. Let me get a closer look.
Let's see. So yeah, you find another door, which is let's see. So the door there. Let's see. So waves and drops of water were carved into the stone door here. The center is a hole. The door is slightly open, this one, and then the stairs curve round and just end at a mass of rubble.
Does it look like a cave-in, or they just stopped working?
Stoneworking or something. Roll.
That's a dwarf thing.
Roll in, I don't know, dungeoneering intelligence. Stoneworking.
Straight intelligence.
Intelligence. 15. It's definitely blocked. Yeah, let's say you see some discarded tools as well. It looks like they kind of finished here and didn't continue. It's a dead end.
Ends here. No more construction.
Yeah.
I can still see the tools where they left off.
Yeah. So
this
we got
a cave-in. It's just a blockage.
Right. So we got at the top the air door here. Then at the right we have the fire door, and then at the bottom we have the water door, which is ever so slightly open. So
all right.
Chadwick's going to catch up to you.
If we want to go through the fire door, we already have a vague idea what's on the other side. Through the curtain, we saw a winged creature.
Mm-hmm. It was like a transparent curtain.
Of green and black.
Mm-hmm.
Might be whispers. It might not be.
Azza, can you see anything through that slight opening down there?
I'm not sure what you mean. This is a dead end, as I've...
The door.
The door down here, he said, is slightly opened.
No, I can't see anything through it.
It's slightly open. You can make out another room, but nothing much. It's only barely ajar.
And what symbols on that door? Is that the earth one?
This door is the water door. Waves and drops of water are carved into this stone door. At the center is a hole. The door is ever so slightly open.
Why don't you use your finagling hand to push it open while I back up far?
Alright. And then it's earth parts the sea, right?
You tell me.
Yeah. Air parts the sea.
Wait,
oh,
what?
air parts the sea?
Which
Not
was
earth?
Earth?
Earth parts the sea. Air grounds down the earth.
Okay, so I'm going to mage hand the earth key from Azza and put it in that door down there.
Alright, you grab the earth key from Azza and stick the key into the lock and turn it. You hear a satisfying clunk.
And kind of like lets the breath go that he was holding. I think it's open now.
Delayed fireball.
Yeah, it's open.
I wouldn't be surprised in this fucking place.
So, I mean, you unlocked it, you still need to push it open.
Yeah.
I have to go in 5 minutes, by the way.
Yeah.
You might need to end things soon then. So yeah,
Azza, are you gonna go through?
Why don't you mage hand that door open, and then I'll go through.
It's a heavy stone door, probably weighs more than 5 pounds.
I think it's 10, but I don't know. Alright. I kick it open.
Alright, you
Bam,
go on
because that's
and
more than
you
10 pounds.
push the door open. Nothing happens. This room's ceilings are only 5 feet high. The walls are somewhat plain, lacking the designs prevalent throughout the tomb. Even the stone column at the center of this room is unadorned. The only other way out of this room is a simple door on the eastern wall that you can just about see if you stick your head in.
I grip my serpentine pendant as I walk in. Yeah, it's a small room. Describe the door one more time. Apologies.
The door, it's the water door with like kind of drops of water and waves kind of decorated into it.
This is a water door. Am I connected?
Oh no, that door, that's just another door. Let me double check for you. Yeah, that's just another door.
It's a simple door.
A simple ass door. Let's see, the long... Yeah, just a door. It's a door. Stone door.
A glyph of warning door.
A simple stone door. Yeah.
Knock, open up the door, it's real. Back up!
Let me see here. Let me just double check some shit. Okay. Double check. Okay, yeah, you can try and open it, but it is locked.
It's locked. Could they need the jagged key one more time?
This is a simple door, but it's not budging.
Should learn how to use lockpicks.
Break it down.
I actually don't want to. Maybe we try a different door. Perhaps there's an order to things, like we'll find the key to this door in a different room.
Yeah, maybe we do have to deal with that statue after all.
Right. I'm not keen on it, but I'm not keen on a lot of things. I'm ready to go.
So you're going back to the air door, yeah.
Yeah. Last one out, close the door and take the key. I guess it's me.
Yeah, you pull the door to and take the key out.
You know, why risk it?
Alright, so yeah, the key is already inside this door, so you push it open, I guess.
Yeah, that's probably a good spot for me because I gotta go.
Alright, yeah, we can end here a little bit early, that's fine. Do you want to give a quick
Sorry,
shout?
guys.
Do you want to give a quick shout out before you go?
Yeah, you can. I DM a game. It'll be this Saturday at 10 p.m. Eastern at twitch.tv /swizzle_13. It's a homebrew Ravenloft game, and the party is currently stalking through a vampire's lair. They're level 9, so should be a lot of fun. So stop by and drop a follow. I'm getting close to affiliate, so all follows are greatly appreciated. And yeah, thanks to Akron for DMing as always. That was a lot of fun. And I gotta go.
Yeah,
So,
take care.
all right. Take care, guys.
Yeah.
Alright, so
Take
yeah.
it easy, Swizz.
Yeah, take it easy, Swizz. We'll wrap things up here then. So yeah, we'll continue here next Tuesday, same time, around 8 p.m. BST, where we'll see what's on the other side of this air door. Very exciting things ahead, I think, but we'll have to wait until then to see. So on Sundays, last week we finished, this is a different group to this, we finished our Waterdeep Dragon Heist campaign, and we've gone straight into Waterdeep Dungeon of the Mad Mage, so we did a brief session 0, so if you want to tune in for episode 1 of that, tune in Sundays 8 p.m.-ish BST, so tune in for that. And then Thursdays, I'm in another campaign. Hop, do you want to tell us about that?
Yeah, we are playing Icewind Dale. Yes, Rime of the Frost Maiden. We are currently in chapter 7, and you guys are kind of searching the lost city of Ithrin, kind of just trying to figure out what to do exactly. and you guys have kind of seen some of the twisted horrors that prevailed from thousands of years ago, and are currently dealing with it. So yeah.
Stomachs with mouths, and that handout. Jeez.
Yeah.
That was not good.
Oh yeah, this massive, towering giant of a creature that has no face, but instead has a large, toothy mouth across its stomach and abdomen that ate the body of a hydra. So yeah.
Excellent. So yeah, tune in for that, and yeah, twitch.tv/Hawkensprocken.
Yeah, that's over on twitch.tv/Hawkensprocken. That'll be on Thursday from 3 to 6 Eastern.
Exact same group. Yeah.
Exact same group. So if you want to come see our nice faces again, come on by.
Got anything else going on?
Not particularly. I'm still kind of working on my last couple weeks of school.
Yeah, finals.
So I've been kind of focusing. Yeah, I've been kind of focusing all my energy on that.
Good.
Is it going well? I pass and I'm done. Oh yeah.
Excellent. Good stuff. Anyone else got anything to say then? If Hawk's done.
Again, Misguided_Misfits on Twitch. Been streaming some Call of Duty, some Wandering Village, where you build a small village on the back of a giant dinosaur as it roams around in this poison lands. Pretty dope. And gonna be playing some Fabled Lands, so turn-based RPG focuses. So hop on by.
Yeah, I think I saw a bit of the dinosaur thing.
It's crazy, man.
You seem very concerned about the poison, but yeah.
Yeah, the poison. It's a plague. It spreads everywhere. Everybody gets unhappy. People start starving. The dinosaur acts up. It's great.
Have you tried washing your hands while singing Happy Birthday and not touching your eyes or something?
Tried it all.
Alright. Excellent, yeah. And yeah. I think that's it. Just positive vibes from Azza. Maybe send some of them back at him. He's had a bit of a rough go of it this session, being sucked into a door and stuff. Yeah, that was pretty rough. But yeah, Azza's been like the dowsing rod for traps this time, so yeah.
Yeah.
Alright.
That tends to be my philosophy when there's no rogue in the group. Alright, who has the most HP?
Alright. Excellent. Well, we'll pick up with this next week and see what's on the other side of this door here. So yeah, tune in for that, and yeah, stay happy, stay safe, stay well, and all that good stuff. And tune in to everyone's streams and channels if you can. Drop a follow, join the Discord, all of that, and hope to see you again next week. So yeah, thanks very much, and take care. So yeah, bye-bye.
Bye.
Goodbye.